Everyone, please stand with me.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Seeing no additions or changes to the agenda, the recommendations.
Madam President, I recommend the board approve the agenda.
Do I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I make that motion.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President. We got two items today. Who's going to go first today? Mr. Hodges. We got Mr. Hodges going to be giving our energy report to start.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Get this pulled up real quick. Okay, today we're going to be looking at the first quarter of 2021, which is January, February, March of this year. Here's our little energy wheel, where the majority of our energy goes in our school system. And this is the first quarter comparison from 2018 up to 2021. I did not expect us to repeat 2020, obviously, with everything that we had going on. So with that being said, we spent $160,000, almost $161,000 more compared to the first quarter. And we'll dig into why that is. The average temperature was 50 degrees over those 3 months for the 2020 versus 47 for 2021. The difference between 2020 and 2021 was obviously what else was going on. And on top of that, we added 68,700 square feet to our schools. That was with the addition of the DeSoto Central High School, doing the 9th grade addition. The two 8 classroom additions at Fernando Middle and DeSoto Central Middle, and 4 classroom additions. So we had to heat and cool more space. Obviously, everything would go up. On top of that, we had 8 days in February where we did not go above 27 degrees. As a matter of fact, the high for February 16th was 18, the low was 1. That wreaked absolute havoc on our equipment. It was running quite a bit. We've got to maintain our buildings to not freeze pipes, not have any of those other issues, whether we're there or not. And so we did actually turn a lot of our equipment on and keep it running over those nights because that's cold and that's tough. And we just did a general breakdown of the elementary, primary, and intermediate schools so you can kind of see where we stand compared to the previous 2 years. And then also our middle school, where we kind of went with that. And then our high schools, which you'll notice the DeSoto Central High went quite a bit up, but like I said, that's where we added quite a bit of square footage.
20, how many classrooms, Mr. White? 22?
Yes, you did.
Yes, sir. Yeah, 22 classrooms.
It's quite a bit. So that's kind of where a lot of that went to, as well as having that extra cold weather during that month that really put a strain on us. And then here's your Tech West, Tech East transportation. Overall, not terrible, considering weather and adding all that square footage, so we'll get a better comparison coming up. So, any questions?
Your report, I think your explanation is very good too, because when you just start comparing numbers and you don't take the square footage or the temperature into account, it looks much different. You do a great job of monitoring it hour by hour, and we appreciate that. It saves money so we can invest it back into our students and teachers.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great report. Mr. White, please come forward and instruction update.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We started out this morning with Hope Sullivan School. This is a project that's been going on for quite a while. I think this is our 3rd year. We'll have one more summer after this one to get completely done with the tiling of that school. All we'll like after this year, I think, is the upstairs yellow hall classroom. We've already done the hall. So this is, where we took the tile out of one of the classrooms here. We've got the tile put back in, but as you can see, the floor has to be waxed yet. Which will be waxed as soon as we started back. Chickasaw Elementary drainage and re-roof, we're coming along well there. You can see, here that they're laying the blackboard, on top of the roof, which will come back in and put the actual roofing on top of the blackboard after it's all laid. So they're moving well there. This project should be done somewhere probably between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I would think, at this point in time. Maybe by Thanksgiving, rapidly. Drainage is on the left-hand side. You can see the drop boxes along the outer edge that we put in. Of course, all that's been piped and tied into the main drainage system. Something that very much needed to be done. You can also see on the right side that when we crossed the road and put a drop box in there, also water was collecting there really bad. And so the students were having to load in the buses there, and a lot of time water was standing in the road. So we think we got this problem solved. And as you can see, it's been sodded and it's really good. Pleasant Hill Elementary, we're adding 4 classrooms here. This is on schedule. You can see there, one of the earlier pictures we showed, it slowed us down a little bit. We couldn't, the HVAC, 4 HVACs that goes on this building was delayed, and we had to sit for a while, but they came in and we got them on. Got everything done, and then we could move on the inside because we conditioned the air at that point in time. And since then, of course, we've laid the tile in the building, and we've got the ceilings almost, the drop ceilings almost put in. And so that school will be ready to start classes when the student starts. Olive Branch Intermediate is, remember the last meeting we had, we ran into a 12-inch water main over there with a piece of equipment setting on the left-hand side. And the city of Olive Branch had to drop their pipe for us to complete this project. It's the latest sum on this. But since then, they have dropped their pipe. We finished putting in all of our piping in our drop boxes. We still like sodding. We completed on this deal. Lewisburg High School, 8 classroom addition. If you remember, we had a tremendous amount of problems getting steel into this building. This is where we were last meeting, and steel had just started coming in, and you can see it started putting it on the left-hand side. That's it. Since then, all the steel's been put in, the roof's been put on, and we got it dried in, so they moved it along pretty well on this. I'm thinking somewhere between the 1st of September and the middle of September, maybe we'll be able to access it. Hernando High School, this is one that we'd like to talk about. In fact, it is ready. It's very seldom in construction, anything ever early. This one is. So we're glad to have it done. As you can see here, that was last time. This is now where all the sides finished being laid. The building is completely done. This is inside. I think this is the teacher's lounge here. You can see the floor has already been prepped and furniture is provided. We received, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 truckloads of furniture throughout the district this week. Let's say it's supposed to be in next week. There's one shipment that's been delayed. Of course, it's in metal. It's still going to be the lockers for Lewisburg Middle School. So that has been delayed. So it'll be shipped around the 1st of August is what they're telling us now. Which is still back at Hernando High School here. See the furniture has started to arrive. DeSoto Central Elementary School, we've got re-roof here. Of course, this was a 3-stage project here where we did the HVAC, lighting, retrofit, and re-roof. The lighting project has been done except for 6 fixtures. There was 10 fixtures short when they came in to start with. We reordered them. They shipped them, and 6 of them came in broken. So we reordered those 6. So as soon as they get here, we'll complete the lighting project on that. And of course, as I said, the HVAC part of it has been completed. We're now on the roof, and you can see here they put the blackboard down and start laying the roof. And again, here, I'm thinking somewhere around Thanksgiving to Christmas would be this project. South Haven Middle School, we run into a hitch here. where we're putting in, the bathrooms on upstairs. This is where we were about just a short time ago. This is where we are now. What the problem is you can see in this, block wall, it's a 4-inch block wall, which is standard block wall is 8 inches. The door frames for 8-inch wall, 8¼ inches. No one has any 4-inch frames in stock. We had a special order. Guess what? This is steel also, so they're delayed. They're scheduled to ship August the 5th on these. The problem is we can't go any further. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to block these entrances off. The reason being, you can see the floor drain in the middle of the floor there. This being an upstairs bathroom, we're having to waterproof. So what we'll have to put the door frame in first, because then we'll have to come in and put a mud base in the floor to waterproof this thing, and then we'll tile up the walls along with the floor. We'll have to tile the floor first. All this has to come in session so it'll work and be waterproof in case we do have a leak upstairs in the bathroom. We won't flood the downstairs classroom. But all the plumbing and all has been put in place. We're just at a standstill. We will secure these doors where the students cannot get on. So we will have to secure. The new Lewisburg Middle School has come along nice. This is a picture I think that we showed you last board meeting. And this is kind of where we are now. We still like some sod on the outside that you can see in different spots. But this moves along really nice. This is a picture of the front of it, which you can tell it is really a good looking building. So this is cafeteria, and you can see the cafeteria tables arrived this week. We've got those put in. This is one of the classrooms here. You can see some of the furniture started arriving already. Some picture of the gym, mural in the back. Patriot looks kind of angry, doesn't it? Anyway, then we got down to moving day. There was four schools that were involved in this moving. This is something we've been planning on since way before school got out. The teachers, we supplied pallets for everyone, and the teachers, whatever they wanted to move, they put it on the pallets, and of course, we got a shrink route, and we got it ready to be moved, and that was setting in the hallways. Of course, we had to coordinate this with our cleaning services to make sure all these schools got cleaned up also. Got waxed and ready to start school, so it's quite an ordeal. But they put on the pallet what room it was going to at the school it was being moved to. So what we did is we came in and we had, I think it was 5 vehicles and trailers involved in this move, and a lot of people. And what we did is we took pallet jacks and we pallet jacked it to the docks. We had people running the pallet jacks, and we had people running the forklifts from the docks to load it on the trailers. And what we did is we loaded the smaller trailers first so they could be in transit and be unloaded quicker and be in transit back so we wouldn't have any dead time on it. And we loaded our larger trailers last from the thing. You can see this is one of our larger here. Yeah, stuff. This was quite an ordeal. We had a ton of stuff to move. Somebody said it looked like Jed Mavericks coming down. But anyway, it all came off without a hitch. I was real proud. As far as I know, we didn't lose any pallets on the way, and as far as I know, we didn't break anything. So it went really smooth. Couldn't have to go on back. And you can just see here some of the stuff, see some of the schools that we moved. And we let the teachers leave the stuff in their filing cabinets so they wouldn't have so much to have to unpack and pack up. We moved every one of the filing cabinets loaded, so that was kind of a deal. As you can see here, what we did is we staged it in the schools that it was going to by the classroom that it goes in. Then we took other crews in there and uncrated it and put it in the teacher's classroom where it went so they could get the classroom organized and ready to start school. So all that's been done, all the hallways are clear, and we're good to go on. So that's where we stand at this point in time. At the next board meeting, we'll have complete rundown of all the projects. Any questions?
Now we know who to contact when we want to move.
They call us to
You
get
got
the
a
truck
counselor.
back.
In your next slide, you can have a moving company.
Yeah.
We got a little experience there. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. White. Great update. Great job as always. I know it's been a busy summer and it's not over with yet. Got a lot of work ahead. But y'all are doing a lot of work so that others can get ready to do what the most important thing is, to educate our kids. And so we appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hodges. Appreciate it. That concludes your. Thank you.
Turner's report.
DeSoto County School District wants to start a subsidiary moving company.
You moved recently.
No,
I have one matter, it's a potential litigation matter that will be picked up in executive session.
the consent agenda, items A through L, L, N. Your recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend to the board to approve the consent agenda.
Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All these things. New business, Mr. Williams. You have the floor. That book, power, that. These bids.
Yes, ma'am. He's working on the 19th for the purchase of a net power adapter for the district. 3 vendors submitted bids, and it's my recommendation to accept the lowest and best bid for micro replay.
Michael, the recommendations, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the accepting the lowest and best bid for micro replay for the netbook power adapter.
I have a motion to approve this bid.
Make the motion.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, network cases.
Yes, ma'am. Bids were opened on July 19th for the purchase of netbook cases for the district. 4 vendors submitted bids. My recommendation is to accept the lowest and best bid from City Tech.
Interesting. Your recommendation.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the lowest and best bid from Capacity Tech for the netbook cases.
Do I have a motion to approve the network cases from the city?
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Request to pay vendor rule issue Olive Branch Elementary.
Yes, ma'am. The principal at OBE is requesting to pay invoice for the Olive Branch Chamber of Commerce from their student activity fund. The school received an invoice from the chamber at the end of the year spending cutoff date. So there was some confusion with the bookkeeper as to when the process of PL matter had been satisfactorily addressed with the filed parties and should not be a recurrence.
Your recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the request to pay the vendor for the personal rule issue at Olive Branch Elementary School.
To pay this purchasing.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Purchasing, paying vendor purchasing issue due at Common Hospital.
Yes, ma'am. The field electric was called out because the magnetic doors on the front of the school did not work. In the past, this has been a courtesy call, and they did not charge. This time they came out and sent a recognition after, so I'm assuming we get some of the courtesy charges. So they're asking your permission to pay for the service rendered.
Your recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the request to pay the vendor for the personal rule issue at Lakewood High School.
Do I have a motion to request to pay the vendor for purchasing the issue at Common Hospital?
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. That's great. Revenue and expenditure.
Our revenue collections through May for all general funds are at $253,888,154. Compared to last year, we're up 3%. Last year, we were at 245,432,687. They tend to trend about 3%. It is again due to additional Avalon and additional MAP as we had planned. Our general fund expenditures for May are at $217,233,783 compared to last year. We're at this time, we were at 213,921,338. We are up 2% over last year, but that's still about 2% lower than we had expected. So we are well within our budget and our revenues are up.
Recommendation.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the statement of revenue and expenditure for May 2021.
Have a motion for the statement of revenue and expenditure.
I make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Statement of cash flow.
Our district maintenance cash balance is at $130,111,998. All funds cash balance is $165,888,730. We have our invested balance of $28,434,530, which continues to do very well. And our district maintenance balance is about 78% of all funds cash balance.
The recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the statement of cash flow for May 2021.
Statement. Do I have a motion for the statement of cash flow for May 2021?
I make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Combined balance. Favorite point. The fund balance for all general funds for May is at $131,676,749. We are up 10% over last year, which is wonderful. Last year, we were at $119,494,904. And our all funds fund balance is at $166,663,456.
Recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the combined balance sheet for May 2021.
Motion for the combined balance sheet in 2021.
I make that.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ms. Hutchins.
Are you pleased with our work?
We are, no matter what the market does, we tend to just keep just going along every month. So, of course, ours are invested for a longer term. So, and there's very little risk. So we've been very pleased.
Yes, ma'am, we're asking to revise this policy to change the verbiage in the community use portion of the policy. If one of our facilities is contracted to be used by a community entity or organization that is in the process of constructing permanent facilities, the board will take the contract into consideration for approval, but will not guarantee approval of the contract.
Recommendations.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy EBH for school facility.
Do I have a motion for the revised board policy EBH?
Make that motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Revised policy EIB, classification of students.
Yes, ma'am. Because the traditional diploma now only requires 24 credits instead of the 26 credits, we're asking to revise this policy to decrease the senior classification requirements from 20 Carnegie units to 18 Carnegie.
Recommendation.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy IEDB for classification students.
I have a motion for board policy EB.
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Revised board policy IHE.
We're asking to revise the middle school promotion retention guidelines for eighth graders so that in-state and out-of-state transfers who are not eligible to receive the 0.5 credit in social studies due to missing the required seat time may be promoted if their average for social studies transfer grades is a 65 or higher.
Recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy IHE for promotion and retention.
Revised board policy IHE. Promotion and retention. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Policy JG. Early release variety.
Yes, ma'am, we're asking to revise this policy to mirror the new early release late arrival requirements for seniors as specified by the Mississippi Department of Education.
Your recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy JGFC for early release of later arrivals.
Have a motion for board policy JGFC. Release and late arrivals.
I make that motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Board policy JGOB, senior privileges.
Yes, ma'am, again, we're asking to revise this policy to specify that for early release privileges, seniors must meet the new requirements set forth by the Mississippi Department of Education.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy JOAB for senior privileges.
Motion for the revised board policy JOAB, senior privileges.
Make that motion.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Alexander, personnel.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Personnel packet this morning is pages 1 through 5 of recommendations. Page 6 through 8 of personnel changes. Page 9 is a memo for myself. It's on a supplement that's already been board approved. However, we have a resolution that we'll be replacing Ms. Goss as the SYLC sponsor for this next school year. Page 10 is a memo for myself requesting that the board approve the following new units that are listed. These additions are for next year. This way, when the principal finds those applicants, they can go ahead and fill those. Still waiting for approval of the positions approved today. Page 11 is a memo for myself on 21-22 school year salary corrections. The previously board approved. Page 12 is a memo for Ms. Eaton, Director of Federal Programs on the new unit for a mental health therapist. This unit will be paid through the Title funds, Title I funds, and based on the mental health therapist pay scale, will be a 205-day contract. Page 13 is a memo from Coach G, who's our Director of Athletics, on 2 volunteer paraprofessionals for this next school year, when both are at DeSoto Central High School volleyballs. Page 14 is a memo from the Samples, our Executive Director of Academic Support and School Improvement, and she is requesting the revision of 4 teacher units previously approved, that now could be a combination of part-time and full-time positions. Positions will still be paid per the 187-day pay scale, with district funds finding that there's some interest in those that retirees that are who do part-time. Page 15 is a request for additional funds from the Smith Director of Elementary Education of teachers who will work to create elementary resources for a total of 40 hours beginning July 26th and ending July 30th at a rate of $27 an hour. Page 16 is a list of those teachers that will work. Page 17 is a request for additional pay from Ms. Strickling, our Director of Secondary Education. This is on teachers who will create secondary resources for a total of 40 hours, July 26th to July 30th at $27 per hour. Page 18 is a list of those teachers. Page 19 is a request for additional pay from Ms. Goss, our Director of Special Education, on a slot who will work as the only med chair before we had split that with another person. She's going to be the sole med chair at that school. And that's, she'll work the remaining hours beginning July 6th through June 30th, 2022, a total of 30 hours at a rate of $27 per hour. Page 20 is a request from Ms. Goss on teacher working SPED homebound services. Teachers will work 4 hours a week from August the 5th, 21 until May 31st, 22, $27 per hour. Page 21 is a list of those teachers that will be working on that service. Page 22 is a request for additional pay for the samples on a teacher assistant at Olive Branch Elementary. They completed training from June the 14th, 21 until June the 25th, 21 to be paid per hourly rate. Page 23 is the 21-22 child nutrition team leader pay scale. It's principal approved. It is $1,000 increase. I need to stop there and have that board approved.
The recommendation, page 1 through 23.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve personnel pages 1 through 23 as presented.
Motion to approve personnel pages 1 through 23.
I make the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
The final page is page 24. It's a memo for myself for approval of an employee to work as an alternate teacher if needed to create middle school resources beginning July 26th and ending July 30 for a total of 3 hours at being paid at the rate of $27.
Recommendation.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve page 24 personnel as presented.
I have a motion to approve page 24 personnel.
I make that motion.
A second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Presidency appeal, Mr. Mulder.
Yes, ma'am. Those items will be discussed in executive session.
You have the people here.
Yes, ma'am.
We will discuss that in the executive session. I need a motion to consider going into executive session for the residency appeals for the litigation matter.
I make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We stand in executive session. Mr. Chase will come out and we're going to stay in executive session.